Hey everyone, Lensman Oz and Chilled back for another episode of TNP Limitless 5. How are you doing today, sir?
I'm doing good, and how about yourself?
You've got lots of sparkly effects on yourself at the moment. You enchanted the
Yeah,
backside off stuff you've got, obviously.
not that much. Mainly just Prot 3 and Unbreaking.
Well, that the sword I've got's fantastic. I like
Yeah.
putting
Well,
the
that's like my bow. I mean, my bow just one-shots pretty much everything.
actually, my sword has lost its enchant.
Hmm.
That's odd.
My sword has actually disappeared. I can't find my sword.
Maybe I ended up with yours. Maybe you threw it at me. Anything's possible. This is
You
just a
never know.
diamond sword. That's
No,
odd.
mine was the Tinker's.
Quite odd, because I had sharpness 8 on it. And that was quite nice.
Mm-hmm.
I might put some unbreaking too on it. There we go. Anyway, all good. Today we're going to do a couple of things, and we can look around and see what Chilled's done. He's again been super busy to the point where he actually started playing another pack because he was getting too far ahead and didn't want to break too much more in the game here. We've got liquid meat over here. We've got pink slime over here. The got all sorts of machines and stuff from Industrial Foregoing on our mob farm. So yep, lots of loot happening. Do we have enough for those charms? Just sky slime.
Um, I don't know.
But yeah, lots of loot
I don't know what
happening
I
here.
haven't.
You've got 855 buckets of liquid meat.
Mm-hmm. I was mainly letting it run just for the pink slime.
6 buckets of pink slime. So you can see there's a bit of a platform up the top here above the AE system now. So again, Chilled doing what he does and building stuff. If we head up there now, all these these ME drives, just a couple.
Just a few.
So if we head up here, if you're watching the cuboid series, you would have seen me set up something basic, and then Jill's gone up overboard. Uh, no, so he's got it
Go
tripled
big
up,
or go home, right?
tripled up. I'll probably end up doing something similar. Right, so those phantoms are yours now. Those ones are above your head.
Oh, yep, yep.
I just logged in, and he didn't have phantoms before I logged in, and then um, yeah, all of a sudden there was phantoms. So then, yeah, mine aren't there. They're yours.
Hey,
Um,
time.
so yeah, chilled set up, resin and plastic and all that sort of stuff as well. Latex, I should call it. And got the processing unit running and a dissolution chamber ready with a pattern provider and a couple of patterns in it. Again, very similar to the cuboid series. So if you haven't seen it, again, I've set it up over there. Um, yeah, so you got a dissolution chamber here with pink slime as well for the other patterns that require it. But overall, still expanding out the back here and automating all the things. What I want to do today is continue with our bee breeding and production. Chilled has made a nice little area underneath the bee houses for me to set up some machines, and I'm sure I'll set them up and then he'll move them. That being said, let's make some patterns. I'd like to automate the production of the powered centrifuge. So let's jump into the pattern table. Do we have any patterns in the system? Yep, you ordered 10, obviously. Cool. Let us see. So I want the centrifuge, and we're going to make the powered version. I'm going to make a handful of them because... Actually, no, let's not use that recipe. Let's use this one. I'm going to make a handful of them mainly because we're going to have multiple bees making multiple resources. So I don't want to get chugged down like we did in the Engineer's Life series, where I had like one that had like 4 different things running through it, and then it'd get stuck on that one. So let's do this the smart way and make it so that we've got auto crafting and one for each thing. So let's do a grindstone as well, and hopefully we can I don't know if there's a recipe for sticks or stone slabs. We'll work that out shortly. Let's pop these in here somewhere. Pick a line, any line. Go. And if there's no, let's see, can I order 10? No, so I need to make a recipe for stone slabs. Slab. I should have just left it with the other one, shouldn't I? Let's go back to centrifuge and go boop, 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 stone slab. Thank you very much. There we go. Cool. Let's pop this one in too. And then hopefully that should be all we need. Let's, just grab 10 for now. I think there's actually more than 10 resources we can get from bees, so it'll be bits and pieces. Let's put these arrows away. I got ganged up on by a few skellies. Yeah, look, they're starting to come in now. Look at that go. And when's the last one coming in? We've got 9. Should be one more. There it is. Cool. So we've got another, I've now got 11 centrifuges. In my backpack, I should have some pipes and stuff, but maybe not. What are we mainly using, sir? Mechanism?
Well, I've been using mechanism for power. It
Okay.
just works better, but you can use whatever
So,
pipes. And
yeah, I'm thinking.
I put them all in the system so you can make whatever you like.
I'm thinking I'll set up with a pipe extracting from the centrifuge and going to an interface, for example, because I don't want to end up with, tons of interfaces or that sort of thing, because we'll get in trouble.
Here's a gift.
Oh, you made it. You did tell me about this just before we started recording. Chilled has wireless crafting up and a wireless AE now working. So, do I need to link it to anything, or you've already done that?
Nope, it's all good to go.
Nice. Sweet. So I'll put that there. All right. So what else do I need? I'm going to need pipes and things. I've got a couple. Maybe not. Maybe not. Maybe I'll just grab some logistical transporters. Maybe. Just grab some of them. Should have what else I need, hopefully. And you said cables. Grab some advanced cables. Cool. All right, so they're going to craft. Let me just type the word advanced. That would show up what I want. And yes, I know I've got the wireless thing, and I'm standing here in front of a terminal using the terminal, but can't change these things. It's fine. All right, let's go and have a look at what Chilled has set up for us, and then we will look at breeding a couple of bees and moving them around. So down here underneath, it's all nice and pretty. Look at it, it's nice and pretty. And we've got power either side of the building. So ideally, we have our beehives up here above. So we're going to need to extract the items from there, and then they're going to need to be sorted into our centrifuges. Let's think. Is it better to put
enemy out there to it here pretty soon?
I'm wondering whether it might be smart to do a logistical sorter.
Or just spread them out.
I'm just going to have to filter, right?
Apart and just drop them straight in.
I'm going to have to filter though.
Yes, that is true.
So, see if I can make logistical sorter. It'll take a moment. And we'll try setting one up and we'll see how it goes. So I get the last item. It should be through. There it is. Cool. Let's see what we can do here. Pop you there. Now, hopefully what we can do is set a filter, and then whatever we're outputting from this one, we can filter to certain things. So things like pollen puffs, what do they do? Pollen puffs are used in honey treats. They're used in bee bread. I don't know what else it's used in, so maybe that just needs to go into a drawer or into the AE system. I don't know. So there'll be certain items that need to go elsewhere, and then we'll have combs that need to go into our centrifuge. Right, so this one's got currently 4 bees in it. I'll probably add 1 more to this room, and then we'll have the 5 different types of bee. So each one of these is going to need potentially 5 centrifuges. So if I try and get this right. Maybe I want to put this in the air, actually, so I can... Depends how neat and tidy you want it.
Hey, put it in however you see fit, Bubba.
Yeah, I'm just trying to work out best way of running it. I'll do it like this. And then we will put our transporter on top. Need to be able to fly.
Yeah, need some jetpacks, don't we?
Okay, the idea will be... I'll have to colour each of these, probably. For my inches. I did have one. Did I? Maybe a different pack? I don't know. Configurator. Configurator.
No,
Sworn I
you
had
probably
one.
don't have one at the minute.
Right, I'll make one. Won't take long. Everything else we'll need to make a couple of them. There's the energy tablet. To be generated. There we go. Okay, cool. I probably need to charge that up though, don't I?
Configurator, no.
Really?
To be honest, I really don't know what charging the configurator does.
I'm charging it now. We'll see what happens.
Yeah.
There's a little bit of power in it. That's fine. All right, cool. So let's head back over here. Again, I'm going to need to run power to this. I'm close to, actually. Is it in this pack? XNet's in here. Are we allowed to use XNet on the server?
I'm not sure.
Second. I don't see it in the list. No, I've used XNet a bit lately, but this would actually make this super easy to do. I don't see it in the list. All right, I'm going to make some XNet stuff. We're gonna change this up. This is not going to be mechanism piping. I want more control than that. So bear with me. I'll be back in just a second, and I'll get some items and prep this up. Alrighty, I'm back. Child's here, still here, so we're back. Child's running some AE out to here. I'm setting up some XNet. So I've got a controller in the wall here. I'm just kind of digging into all these walls and making a mess, as I normally do. I'm going to pop the connectors down here in the floor, and then I'm going to put the centrifuges on top, like so. And then I'm going to run cabling underneath the ground. Probably could do with a magnet like your one.
They're easy enough to make.
Yeah, I'll make one soon. Let's see. Cables. Where are my cables? Let's run cables under the floor and back up. And I'll duplicate this probably off camera, but the idea will be that we'll have 3 sets. So I may end up, like this, and then probably one more set, which is going to be a little bit derpy lined up here. But that's okay. Let's do this. Ooh. So what we're going to need is one. This should have power now. No, it doesn't have power. Why do I not have power? I was hoping I could connect to this. I mean, we could potentially do this. Set up channel 8 as an XNet energy. And we could do a create extract. And then an insert on all of these. Hopefully this will work without it having power. We'll see what happens. Nope. I don't know if I need to kickstart it. That's a bummer. I was hoping I could do that. Like, not having to run the cable. Yeah. I don't need to run that cable that far then. That's okay. I'll just need to run power cable instead. Unfortunate, because it would have been nice to run all of that like that. Unless this just needs a little bit of power and then it'll kick off, but it's alright. Yeah, it's a bit of a bummer. Let's see if we can do it that way. See if we can give it a kickstart of power. Would have been quicker to move it, probably. Like that. Okay, now that you've got power, let's see what happens. I'll break you. Cables are hard to break sometimes. The connector back on the back. Just seeing what my limitations here are. And then, just for the sake of this, let's put a connector here. If I go extract, so will it stay full? That is the question. We'll see what it does. Worst case, I'll just run a power cable underneath here and we'll work around it. But these guys should all have power now. They do. The other thing I'm going to need to do is put a connector up there. And then I'm not sure how to hide this cable, and I think I'll end up, I don't know, maybe going through the wall. I don't know how much room is up here. Not sure what sort of arrangement Jill has with the floor here. No, see that's... Oh, back in a second. Alrighty, I'm back. Apologies about that. Got love credit card companies that love ringing you. Fun stuff. Let's see. So we realised that we can have facades for the XNet blocks. So I've hidden the cable in this facaded them. So hidden it in the log here. You just got these little bits of cable hanging out, but you know, like that's decorative. And I'll do up here. Sorry.
It'll work.
It'll work. Yeah. I'll do up here as well with like some oak logs or something and just hide that out. So at the moment, I've just asked Shield to get me an interface in here somewhere so I can connect the controller to it. But we're going to pretty much need to find out what we have up in here. I don't know if I can take one. It'll probably take the whole stack, won't it? We've got ghostly combs, crystallized comb, and magmatic combs, and then glowing. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to extract and insert into these. So in this one, we're gonna make an item channel here, and the idea will be extracting from here and inserting into this. So let's create all the insert ones for the centrifuges. So, and then this one, for example, is going to have, pretty sure I can't drag in this one, can I? Magmatic cone. We could have typed magmatic. Magmatic. Can I drag? No. That's fine. Let's see if I can... No, took the whole stack. Of course it did. That's fine. It's fine. Right. So let's pick this first one, and it wants magmatic combs entered into it. Right. And then I'm going to have an... Probably want to set all these recipes up first.
I did get you wireless
Ghostly.
over here too, so.
Oh, cool. Glowing. So we want, say, ghostly in this one, glowing in this one. No, I need some more room in my inventory. What's the last one? Ghostly, glowing, crystalline was the last one? Yes. Let's just take half of that stack. Completing quests all over the place. Crystalline. Okay, so if I now do an extract here, I can probably do it as stack. We should start seeing them pop into here. Oop, that one's just got anything because that one was open to allowing anything. What have you got? You've got crystalline happening. No, I don't want that in there. But at the moment, we'll be processing through these and we're getting our outputs. These are actually quite fast. Decent speed. Right, crystalline comb. I don't know what. Oh, did I do crystalline twice? I probably did. No, magmatic should be the first one. Ghostly, glowing, crystalline, and then the other one's just gotten anything. Maybe they're not in order. Maybe they're just all over. Let's just 4, 5, 6, 7. 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay. Don't know what it's doing. Maybe it can't handle it. Maybe I need to do NBT or something. Potentially. Or metadata. That's potentially what needs to happen here. It may be I'm not sure about how the combs are set up, but it's okay. We'll work through it. It'll be fine. So the other stuff that's happening up in here, obviously we've still got the pollen puffs in here as well. That needs to go somewhere, and the idea will be that it'll go into this interface. So let me just pop a connector on there. All right. So everything will need to be extracted from these guys. So I'm going to set up another item channel, and we're going to extract items from these. Blacklist extract. Oh, hello. There we go. Okay, we're going to extract items from here and we're going to insert them into the interface. I don't know if I need to... I don't know if it's going to extract the magmatic combs, actually. For example, I may need to blacklist the comb itself. Let's try that. Let's do this MBT blacklist. I think it's smart enough to do this, but we'll find out. Insert there. Okay, it's going down. It's actually... hello? Yep. We're good. Nice. Okay, I mean, I can set it up to extract stack at a time. So it will always stay empty. And we'll see what it does. Doesn't seem to be extracting combs, which is nice.
Oh, and look at them all just running in rings.
I guess I don't need that in there. We'll find out shortly what else it needs. I mean, any combs. Potentially, I'll have a chest as well that'll sort. Maybe I'll have an input chest that'll allow it to sort, but we'll work through it. Again, worst case, we've got crystalline combs in here, and I can just add what I've got. Okay, so maybe the MBT is working now. Pop these ghostlies in here. Nice. So that's the general setup of how we're going to do this. It'll extract from up here. I just need to extract. Did you extract the pollen puffs from up there, or are they just?
I didn't.
Are they now in the system?
They might be.
I don't know how they got in the system. They're in the system. No, well, there's 32 in there. I don't know where the others are. Maybe it's
I don't
extracted.
have any.
Maybe it's extracted and tried to put it in something. Because
I have no talent.
maybe I need to create an. I don't know. Oops. Maybe I need to actually blacklist these. Sorry, whitelist combs. Let's do MBT. We've got no, because then it's still. Oh, that's all right. That'll be fine. Glowing. I need
Well, unless you put a
mostly
well,
crystal on.
never mind.
What's that?
You're doing XNet. I'm thinking AE.
It might work. We hopefully what it will do is it'll stop trying to extract things that don't go anywhere, and I can set up another channel to extract the things that potentially go somewhere else. Okay, it's working now. The MBT thing is what I needed to set. So now Magmatic is going in the end here. Very cool. And this one is doing the extra stuff, but at the moment that's just because we don't have the fifth. We don't have the fifth B in there yet. But this is what this is my plan. This is how I want to get this set up. And again, like to get rid of all these other combs that I've got in my inventory, I'm just going to pop them in here for now and let them process. Once they're done, we should be very good. The other thing that we need to probably do here is work out how to get these other there's other items. We're going to have honey bottles and honeycomb. I wonder whether just export them into a drawer down here. Probably don't need them in the AE system, right?
No, you could use the AE system with a crafting card to craft
Honey
into an
treats.
interface, honey treats and bottles, and then you could export them with a like a mechanism pipe or something out to the if you wanted.
I could extract them with the XNet and put them in with the XNet.
Yeah, you could do
That's
that too.
possible too, right? So ideally, yeah, I'm just trying to work out whether I want to take because obviously if I put bottles in here, we then get honeycombs and honey bottles coming out. So they need to be extracted and put somewhere as well. I just wasn't sure whether we needed them in the AE system or whether we could just store them here and work around it. But AE might be good. You're right, putting the crafting card in and having it craft empty bottles, and then I can extract empty bottles from that interface using another channel. I'm gonna need a second. If I do that, I'm gonna need a second controller because at the moment I'm using two channels. I'd have one spare channel, but it won't be. It might be
Is
enough.
there a use for honey?
Turning into honey treats.
Because what I could do is I could build you a dynamic tank, and you could export the honey directly into it.
I mean, we use honeycomb for the beehives, but honey itself. Apparently you use it to make concrete. You can use it to make paper. Radiator blocks from immersive engineering. I don't. It just. Yeah, maybe it is just made for the
Either
bee
that,
treats.
yeah. It's like you could almost even do like a fluid trash can if you didn't need the honey.
Or can we store it in a tank? Yeah, if you want to make a tank in the floor or something, pumping it
Um,
into the tank and just emptying it straight out of the bottle, for example, and then we potentially could craft. I don't know. We'll work that out later. We'll look into that. At the moment,
Or
this is pretty much what we're setting up. What
actually, we could do another fluid card in the AE system and just store the honey
you
in
know,
the AE.
it's possible. Look, I actually made something neat. You like that?
Mm-hmm.
Neat. I'm impressed. I have these moments, right? But ideally, what else? Obviously, I need to do is this end one. At the moment, the bees that are in that room um, don't produce anything because they don't like that hive. So that hive's only for the modded bees. Speaking of which, did need to do some breeding, didn't I?
Mm-hmm.
Right. What do we need?
You have a crystalline bee.
I do. Let's have a real quick look at that before we go too far. So
Where are you at on time?
I don't know. Oh, might as well breed one, right?
You're actually having fun, right?
Crystalline bee. We can breed it with the mason bee and get a gold bee. Now I have a mason bee. So what I was thinking is I might grab him, which he's the blue one, right? Him. Yes, you're that one. Come with me. Okay, so if I run up the end here, and we're gonna have to wait for the crystalline one to come out, but we can probably pop the mason bee out in the open. Here, oh, we just came out. Look at that. Hey, buddy. I have flowers. I have flowers. Hello. I have flowers. Very good. So, crystalline bee, mason bee. Right clicking with flowers, and we get a little bee. Hello, buddy. Little gold bee. Is that the only use for the mason bee?
There was one other, if I remember correctly.
Once I get an iron bee, I use him to make a silver bee. So I might just pick. Oh, where is he? I might just pick the mason bee back up, and we'll take him away for the moment. What's in here? I'll just pop the mason bee in here for the moment. What have you got? The ashy mining bee. I know I needed you for something as well. Ashy. You, I think, crystalline gives me copper, tin, aluminium, and iron. So I do need you to come with me. I won't be able to breed yet because the crystalline bee will need to reset. But if I just leave this guy in here for now, as soon as it's ready, we'll be able to breed up the other ones. I'll need a block of gold. Block of gold. Ooh, hello. Gold. 1 block. That will go in this table because I'll leave the gold in here. And then that'll be the last bee we need to set up in that XNet system. We've got the pollen puff here. So I don't know where it was going before, but it went somewhere. So yeah, once we get the gold one, we'll set him up in here and it will process through the system downstairs. And we will be adding some materials. So obviously at the moment we're getting like blaze, whatever they are, magma cubes. We're getting quartz. We're getting what else? A blazing cube gives blaze powder and wax. We are getting glowing cubes, which will give us glowstone dust and wax, and yeah, nice little input of materials. So I think I'm ready to wrap up now. We'll do some breeding in between. Again, I need to wait for it to reset. I'm going to have to stick connectors up here and another one up here eventually, and then some more in the floor. But we'll get the bees we require Once I've used the mason one, he'll just go in a jar or something, I think. I think we'll just put them in bottles, because you've got bee bottles. So we might make a shelf over here with all the ones we don't need anymore. Or we could let them go. Depends how you're feeling.
We could put them on a shelf around the top if you wanted to. Just have a bee room.
Here I'm going, we could let them go. Nah, we're not going to let them go.
Nah, I can't let them go. Took all the effort to catch them and breed them.
Let me see if I can do that, and then, boop. Sweet. And I could probably, I think this one's already set up for logs. I do. Can you not use the facades? No, only over the cables. You can't do it on the interfaces. That's okay. On the connectors. That's fine. I wonder, can I do it on a slab? Maybe it will work. It does. Got half a cable now. Sweet. Awesome. So that, you know, a nice way of cleaning it up. We can put another slab there and cover it completely once we're done. But yeah, XNet for productive bees resource production. Wrapping up point. Hope everyone enjoyed the episode. Let me know your comments down below. I have used XNet a bit lately, but these are all different things you can do with that system, and you know, I've used it in multiple different ways. I think it's a awesome mod to use, and definitely has its bonuses. So until next time, thank you again. Hope you enjoyed it, and
everybody have a good one.